here with Rooted in Love Urban Homestead. Thanks for hanging out with us for a bit today. We're going to talk about how to freeze fresh tomatoes. So here are the tomatoes that I have ready to process for freezing. That's a combination of Amish paste, which is a Roma style tomato, and Arkansas Traveler. One thing I like about being able to freeze tomatoes is, unlike canning, you don't have to have a whole bunch of tomatoes. You can freeze as you go along as the tomatoes are ready. So one thing that really helps when you're doing a process like this is to go ahead and lay all your stations out so you're ready to move quickly from one step to another. So let me show you the layout for how I freeze tomatoes. So I have all of my tomatoes in one place that I'm going to process. I have my water just about boiling. You don't want too big a rolling boil. I have my ice bath to cool the tomatoes. And then I have a discard bowl in which I discard the skins as well as any core or seeds. And here I have a station where I can cut those up into chunks like I want to save them. And I put it on this sheet pan that has a lip. That way it just helps the juices not run all over the cabinet. I have a vacuum sealer which will seal my tomatoes in the bag without air. I've gone ahead and prepped the other side of my bag here, so all I have to do is fill it and then seal this end. If you don't have a vacuum sealer, that is perfectly fine. You can use a Ziploc bag, and I would get a straw and kind of get as much air out as you can out of the Ziploc bag with the straw, and then seal it up, and you can put it in the freezer. So the first thing you want to do is you want to take your fresh tomato, and we're going to slit a little X in the bottom and put it in the hot water. So here you see, I'm just going to make a little slit in the top, a little X, and I'm going to dump it in. A little X in the bottom, and dump it in. A little X in the bottom, and dump it in. So you see how the skin has pulled away? That will make peeling really easy. Then you just dump it in the ice bath. See? So it cools really quickly, and you see how the skin just peels right off? You just want to dump that in and then set it over. Okay, so here is one of the tomatoes without its skin on, and I'm going to cut the core off. I'm going to slice it this way, and I'm going to cut out the core. And then this is what I'm saving. Now this is an Arkansas Traveler, and so it's going to have a lot more seeds and be a lot juicier than the Amish paste. So I'm going to discard that, and discard that, and that. And that is what I'm going to save. Now here's an Amish paste. So you see the core is not near as big, and there's not near as many seeds, and it's fleshier. So that's why you normally use, when you're going to put up tomatoes, like an Amish paste variety, a Roma variety, because it just holds together better. But I'm going to use these for soups and stews and to cook with, so it doesn't bother me in the least that they're a little watery and juicy. And I don't really I'm not trying to get all of the seeds exactly out, but I want to get most of them out, and I'm just giving it a very rough chop because that's how I'm going to freeze it, just like that. So here I have 2 bags ready to put in the freezer.